Now, the BBC show.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the bands you're finding and things like that, the bands you're playing.
Yeah, BBC Introducing is incredible. I've kind of been working on it since, 2007 was when it started, in October 2007, when they kind of launched. They had when Zane Lowe used to have his show, has his show on Radio 1, but on a Thursday at 7:30 he'd play out his mixtape, and Radio 1 would split into the nations. So you'd have Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales, and in Wales it was two presenters called Bethan and Hugh. So I always used to listen to it when I moved to Cardiff, and then kind of got to know them through gigs and bands and things like that, and through the student radio that I was doing. And then kind of then the show changed, so it became BBC Introducing in the nations, and Bethan Elvin was the presenter. And I was on tour driving this band around Europe, and we kind of got stuck in France because didn't have the right visas to get back into the UK, and my old producer rang me up at the time, and he was like, do you want to come freelance in the office? We need someone to help out on BBC Introducing. And I was like, yeah, sick, but I'm stuck in France right now, so I have to be next week. And just kind of started helping out in the office, odd days, and then became full-time as a broadcast assistant. And when Beth Ann would go on holiday, or when she was off sick and stuff, I'd cover her show, and just kind of went from there. And then I started presenting it in 2011. And then it's changed again now, where it's myself and a guy called Ali McRae from Scotland, and we co-host it, and it's national on Radio 1. It changed a few months ago. So now it's just one big national show called BBC Introducing. And it's great. It's wicked.
Not a bad way to be. Any bands we should be looking out for that we don't know about?
Have you heard of Luke Sital Singh? Yeah, he's amazing. You should check him out. Yeah, but I remember being in the office in 2007 and hearing Steve Lamack on Six Music play this demo by a band called The Joy Formidable.
Yeah,
and,
right.
They're amazing. Wow. I was like, I love this band. And then he was like, they're from Mold. And I was like, they're Welsh. That means we can play them and put them in session and stuff. And they played an introducing stage in 2008. And now they're one of my favourite bands. Yeah. And we've had bands like Pulled Apart by Horses, Florence and Machine came up through BBC Introducing. So it's brilliant. It's such a great thing. And you have festival stages at Glastonbury, Tea in the Park, Reading and Leeds. And so many good bands, and it's such a great opportunity, and it's such a great thing that exists, and it's really exciting being part of it.
Well, you've been smiling the whole time you've been here, so
because you gave me a beer at 11 o'clock in the morning, Ben.
Hey, are you sure? Maybe no, I don't think so. I think it's actually it's later. You've just totally dobbed me in. I'm disgusted. It is a good beer though, and it is sunny, so that's fine. Now,
it is, isn't it?
Last thing I want to chat to you about is you're on the panel for Tyranny of Distance.
Yes.
Which is, basically it's just discussing, the distance between countries as far as promoting acts are concerned, as far as I could understand it.
Me too. I was kind of just thinking I wouldn't do any preparation and just see what happened.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's your take on what you're about to sit down and do in that discussion panel?
I know. I imagine it's going to be quite focused on Australia because that's where we
are.
That's
where we are. Yeah.
But I think it is hard for Australian bands. Because I think there's some sounds you have some music here that doesn't translate in the UK at all. Mm-hmm. There's bands that I've come and seen play out here that I thought have been incredible, but when they've come to the UK, it's not gone. They're massive over here, but in the UK, it doesn't seem to do anything. And I think bands need to, to be able to go and kind of tour the UK and tour Europe. It's so expensive, the flights. I think bands need to go out there and move there for a bit and build it up from the ground. And if you're building up from the ground, you're not going to be able to afford your flights over every 6 weeks or something, Yeah. So I think the way that DZ have done it, they feel like a British band, don't they? And then they come back here, and then it's kicking off for them here as well. It's great. But I imagine we'll talk about things like that and just the tyranny of distance, because it's not that far from London to New York.
No.
It's not that far. It's 7 hours maybe, but from London to here, it's 24 or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so I once tried to, have you ever heard of the story? I'm not into cricket myself, but have you ever heard the story about the cricketer David Boone here from Australia that drank all the beers on the way to Sydney to London?
No!
People are going to write in and say you got it wrong. I'm sure it was around 52 beers between Sydney to London. You should try that on the way home.
Maybe I will. I would definitely.
We tried it. I got to 20 and I was out. But we worked it out. It's 3 beers an hour.
I tend to do the little bottles of wine.
Yeah.
But I always find you get to about the third, because I figure as long as you're asleep but like it's like when I think I've never had jet lag, and I've been here like 3 times, and I've been to the States and stuff, and I think the reason is that I don't have like a regular 9 to 5 job, so I'll like DJ until like 3 in the morning and then have to get up to do something at like 9 or something, and you just kind of like roll with it and sleep when you can on trains and things.
Yeah.
So I just figure like as long as I get drunk, I'm just gonna fall asleep on the plane, and then it's just like any other day, you know?
Well, look, I'm sure I can help you out with that before the afternoon comes up.
But I always go for the little bottles of wine, and then they kind of stop
Red or
coming
the
round.
white?
I like the red ones.
Yeah.
And they stop coming round. So then you do that thing where you like go up to where they're like having a little chat by all the little trays of things, and you're like, Can I have a bottle of wine? And they're like fine with it, but then you get to about the 3rd or 4th, and they're like give you that disapproving look, like.
You know what I did last time was
had enough.
You just ask them to give you a bunch at the same time. Just give me 4 or 5.
I flew somewhere recently where it was like 9 o'clock in the morning or something, but it was like a long haul flight. So I asked for they came round with like tea and coffee for breakfast. So I asked for wine, and the woman like gave me the filthiest look. I was like, surely in air travel time has no meaning.
Yeah.
Like it's fine, isn't it? You can drink whenever you want in transit.
So what you're saying is the minute you leave the ground, it doesn't matter.
No, it's always midnight.
I'm definitely going to use that from now on. I think that's perfect.
Yeah. I've made myself look really bad in this interview.
Hey, look, we're both drinking beers at 11 o'clock in the morning, so I don't think it really matters.
Yeah. Australia.
Anyway, Jen, thank you very much for the chat.
Thanks.
It's been lovely, and thanks for being our first guest on Industry Insider. I'm sure we'll catch up down the track and have another chat about this. And
Sure, we'll catch up and have
hopefully
another
next
beer.
time we'll do it on the other side of the ball.
Come to London.
On your side, yeah, that'd be good. Except I'm just not into the warm beer over there. It's terrible.
I think
You
we
know
have
how hard it
worse
is to get
coffee.
ice
We
in
have
London?
all right beer. Our beer's fine. It's the coffee that's. You guys totally kick our asses on coffee.
No idea how, to be honest.
No, me neither.
Yeah,
How is the coffee here so good?
I don't know.
It's great though.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till you get to Melbourne. Very good.
Wicked. I can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Jen Long, thank you very much for joining us. It's Jen Long here from BBC Radio 1. Where can we send everybody? Where would?
Bye.
Wave, definitely wave. But where would you like everybody to go and check out your stuff? Do you just want to go to the BBC Radio 1 website, or do you want to put up a bunch of them, or do you have a fan page on Facebook?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I have a like page.
Yeah,
You can
what's
send
that?
me messages
What's
on
that
it as well.
page?
Jen Long. I don't know.
Let's just, you know what? We'll say Jen Long fan page, and we will find it, and the good people editing will put it up on the screen.
Yeah, thanks, good people editing.
All right. Well, you have fun during the week, and I think we have a cocktail party to go to tonight.
Do we?
I think so.
Is
Apparently,
it?
there's a cocktail party on
Sick.
Black Bear Lodge or something like that.
I've not, don't know
You
this.
know what? We'll check the schedule
All right,
now.
cool.
All right, Jen. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's go have another beer, and then we should probably get out of here and do something responsible.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just saying that for the camera.
Okay, cool.
Shh. Jen Long here from BBC Radio 1 at BigSound 2012 for Industry Insider, brought to you by Jay Dillon. Talk to you soon.